What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to what I believe is going to be matchup 4 between George Washington University and Canisius College. It's going to be Kemonito, which is quite a mouthful. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I apologize if I do. Up against MKLrising, who last time we saw them, they were on Ness.
Yeah, so hopefully we get to see a little bit more of that. You know, Ness is my favorite character. I have 2 of his amiibos back there, and I have in total 7 Lucas ones. I absolutely despise Lucas, actually. I'd kick him in his shins, just to, you know, let him really know what's up. I don't really know what to do with my Lucas amiibos yet, so if anybody in chat has any ideas, please go ahead and let me know. Why did I buy all of them? Because Ness ones are hard to come by, but nobody wants a Lucas one, so that's the next best thing. Anyways, yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to get to see a little bit of Ness coming out from MKLrising.
Yeah, and according to chat, Kemonito is going to be bringing out a Rosalina, which could just be a giant bait, or it could actually be a Rosalina. No, it's actually going to be a Rosalina.
Yeah, this matchup's like not, you know, it's very strange in this game. It's really like dependent on, like, you have to be so patient. You have to be able to not jump too much against her. Playing grounded against Rosalina is really important. You really don't want to be juggled by her, but gets the down throw into the full hop forward. That was interesting, to say the least. Not really sure why you would DI in on down throw like that. But either way, right now, this is a huge lead for MKLrising, and they're just sort of spacing themselves out. Kemonito struggling to initiate.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some struggling to initiate and move forward. And I think you made the observation that MKLrising, whichever one it may be, they just, like, relentlessly, like, they just need to not play in the air. And if they do that, it can be as easy as winning that way.
Yeah, and the biggest thing, I want to see Kemonito really commit off stage to edge guarding Ness. Gravitational pull, for whatever reason, is obnoxiously huge. It is not okay how huge it is. Great interception with the PK flash, good understanding of Rosalina's recovery arc, and being able to just throw out a nice hitbox there without needing to commit.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was definitely great interception, great read on the Rosalina recovery, and Kemonito unfortunately fell right into it, so MKLrising was able to get huge value off of that.
Ooh, right now, once again, just sort of throwing Kemonito off stage, but really committing to that PK Thunder so much. Not sure why Kemonito just really respected MKLrising doing that. You know, just saw him vulnerable. No punish, no attempt to even punish.
Really relying on that PK flash. I feel like that's not something you see very often.
Yes and no. I think you know, it has like a lot of it has a lot of room for misuse, but the reality is it's a move with very little end lag and a huge hitbox that you can actually convert off of. It can set up into a lot of traps in a way that it really forces people to burn a defensive option. If somebody goes for an air dodge, you have enough time to actually release PK Flash and punish said air dodge. So sometimes it's not even about connecting PK Flash, it's about, you know, just sort of making your opponent press a button a little bit too hastily. And right now, Kemonito is trying to keep MKLrising out, gets to PK Fire, but on the wrong side of Goza.
Yeah, definitely not going to be in a good spot quite yet. Kemonito already down to that final stock, though, so even if MKLrising loses this one, I mean, they've still got 2 more in their back pocket. So Kemonito, unfortunately, I think maybe losing this first matchup.
Ooh, going for it all, but finding the F smash out of shield. That up B was not spaced in such a way that it would be safe. You know, how that move works, if you're able to space like the very last hitbox of it, you might be able to still kind of get away with that move, but it's so early on hitting the shield. Yeah, Kemonito's going to have more than enough time to be able to punish it. That's going to be a forwarder. Oh boy. This is so huge for MKL, but dropping it.
Yeah, gonna be dropped there just a little bit. Kemonito trying to find even that second stock, trying to lower the points just a little bit, but I'm not sure they're gonna be able to at 100%. All MKL has to do here is grab.
Ooh, trying to just sort of bat Luma away, trying to, you know, smack him with a good back heel here, and that's exactly that gravitational play I want to see. Good weight from Kemonito, recognizing MKL can't actually get back onto the stage. Really, you know, had Kemonito gone for an attack, gone for a down or something, MKL might have been able to live that, and, you know, so just good choice not to want to press any more buttons. Ooh, that's going to be the backfield. Not able to find the fail out of it, though. You know, the next good hit from Ness should be able to take it. An uphill, a forward, a back hill. Tries to go for the PK Flash again by forcing a low recovery. This is so bad, but really good mix-up.
Yeah. A really good mix-up, but the back throw is all it's going to take. MKLrising, looks like they're just barely able to get that out of there.
This looked like a really dominating game for Nat, you know, for MKL in the beginning. You know, they did a really good job of that. Just sort of holding on to their lead. They got a lot of punishes, and they were able to get like a lot of really good pressures on Rosalina. You know, as the game progressed, though, we did see Kemonito start to get a little bit comfortable, went through the gravitational pull on Ness off stage. It's such an easy way just to kind of cheese him a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kemonito bringing out the Rosalina, that's not something you really see often, if at all. I'm not sure I've ever cast a Rosalina, and she's not necessarily bad. I just feel she's not very mainstream. She's a very unique choice. And Kemonito did the same thing that we've seen from A-Fly and KC, who are on the enemy team, of course, but they all like to get down to their final stock and then really start to bring the heat. Like they really like to find their momentum and really kick in at that very last moment in an attempt to really turn things around. And Kemonito was almost close to being the third person to do that tonight.
Alrighty, so jumping into the next game. I'm just trying to think like what Kemonito could have done a little bit better. There were times when they really like sort of tunnel vision into trying to control the Luma, trying to keep MKL away, instead of like really focusing on like trying to catch a lot of Ness's landings or intercepting him in the air, because that's where he's so vulnerable in the matchup.
Yeah, I think the start at I just think the beginning was not great because we saw just an immediate like 40% combo, I think, coming out from MKLrising, so the pressure was just immediately there, and all of a sudden Kemonito just couldn't respond accordingly. So we see Yoshi's gone, Small Battlefield gone, and Lilac gone.
Honestly, excellent choices. These are stages where you just end up getting juggled by those into oblivion. You know, she hits you once, that's an up air, that's an up air, that's an up smash. They're a little bit funky for us to move around if you're not particularly comfortable with that. When you're on a stage like PS2, perhaps something flat like FD, you can keep your game plan a little bit more simple, and you don't have to worry about being juggled as much. You know, being stuck on a platform above Rosalina is maybe one of the worst feelings in the game, because that is where she excels. So they're going to be opting to go to Smashville, which isn't that bad of a choice for Ness, actually, just because he's able to keep it close. It's not such a huge stage. You know, he's able to get in a lot easier, and a lot of Rosalina's game plan revolves around keeping people out and away.
Sure, no, absolutely. Yeah, you want to keep people out, you want to keep them away, and you want to try to put some pressure on in the most appropriate way possible. You don't want to go face to face, but you definitely want to try to find some value kind of from a distance. I don't know, hard to explain because Rosalina is a relatively close character, but...
Okay, so right off the bat, we're going to be seeing Kemonito take it off to a really strong start, but not able to follow through with it, not able to get Ness far away enough. And so as a result, he was able to go out and attack. And when Ness lands a hit like that, wow, he can always convert it into something else. Gets a PK Thunder into the up air, wow, and just continues this juggle so much. Kemonito, you have down B. Don't forget you can use it. It is so good. Ooh, that time MKLrising tried to bait the early recovery, not able to punish that with an up smash. But man, I really would like to see Kemonito just please down B it. You don't have to get hit, you know.
Yeah, I even talked about at the beginning. Oh, you know, that rough of game one was pretty not great, and this is even worse. We're not even a minute into this. 151% on first stock. Your opponent did 17. Like, this is a horrible deficit to be in.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, gonna be setting up into a attack situation, but MKL was able to get the slide off and the jump out. Gonna be PK following Luma, and honestly, that's a fantastic way to deal with Luma. Luma, even when Rosalina is actually sitting in shield, is gonna still be hit by PK Fire. So grounded PK Fire is so good at deterring against that, being cognizant of Luma's positioning at all times.
Yeah, absolutely. We see the PK Fire into Luma over and over, just trying to get the free value off of that. Like you said, that's a super smart move. That's huge. Like that. That's such a small thing.
Luma. But, yeah. You do good damage to Luma. You're also able to put out an active hitbox that's independent of you that you force your opponent to move around, because if they jump in, they'll be limited by it. That's going to be Luma away.
Oh, there he goes.
MKL able to get Luma off there. Air dodging back onto the stage, not opting for the PK Thunder. You really want to avoid using it unless it's a last resort in this match.
Of course, and that Luma going to be gone. That's going to... I was going to say it's only going to last a couple of seconds, and as I said it, a new one appeared, but it's going to be instantaneous there. Kemonito down pretty bad, but like it's not the worst thing we've ever seen. A great call there, able to eat the PK Thunder, and now going to be able to find that first stock. The pressure can definitely show up. They just need to really... I feel like they really need to be playing at their best for the rest of this, or we're going to see MKL take this.
Ooh, and again, MKL just keeps air dodging on top of the stage. Kemonito has been trying to consistently punish it. Once again, getting PK Thunder into up air, definitely something that you can do on somebody as light as Rosalina. Tries to go for a Rising Magnet combo, not able to find it quite yet. I love the choice of double jump neutral air there, because even if that move is, by numbers, unsafe on shield, Ness moves far away enough, and there you go. Those are those gravitational pulls.
I mean, yeah, it's just coming out left, right, and center now. That is just constant. I think that was like 5 times in like a minute. So definitely going to be some pretty good value from the gravitational pull. And up against Ness, like you said, if she eats that, like Ness is dead. Like it's that easy. But we just have not been seeing.
Ooh, that's a sweet spot. PK Fire. That's cool. Ooh, what a mix-up. Going for Magnet into auto cancel down air, down tilt. Not really sure what MKL was looking for with that one, but it was a bit of a cute setup. Trying to sort of box with Luma a little bit, giving himself a little bit of coverage. If Luma is floating to the top, PK Fire will go under it. If Luma's grounded, PK Fire will be able to give you like a big wall, and just like that, MKL comboing Luma into oblivion. Exactly what you need to be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. The pressure coming out. MKLrising, I mean, there's going to be a final stock here on Kemonito, so now the aggression going to be coming out. And Kemonito, we saw them on their last stock. They were able to find 2 last game, but right now already up to 75%. That's going to be unfortunate.
Ooh, able to get the low recovery, and that was a little bit interesting because Ness is actually actively hitting Luma. I'm curious if the hitbox does end up last a little bit longer because of the hit lag that Ness will find himself in.
Hitbox extension there, yeah. I think there may have been something like that. I was thinking maybe the same. But Kemonito already 110%. MKLrising
should be the punish.
Still has, wow, but no follow-up. They're unable to find the elimination of the up air. Didn't do what it needed to. Did the back air probably will? Looks like it's not going to. Luma able to find a shot on the MKLrising, interrupt the PK Thunder. And now Kemonito may be able to find this stock, but I don't. Oh, great combo there.
That was so sick. That was sick. That was actually
super
certified pug. Yeah, no, without a doubt, that was awesome. Right now, MKL just needs one good hit at this point. I believe a nice back heel could be able to take it. They're really fishing for up smash right now, not really connecting. No, not going to do it quite yet. Forces a low recovery, but every single time, Kemonito just goes over them. But you know what? Still cleans it up with a dash attack. Not able to, not able to finish it up. But MKL did a really, really good job of, just sort of pressuring and following up after PK Fire.
Absolutely.
I would have liked to see Kemonito occupy airspace a little bit more, try to short hop, because wow, if you're getting hit with grounded PK Fire that often, that's usually a huge call out. You need to be shielding, or you need to be short hopping and baiting and punishing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw in that final stock there, Rosalina sent back where she belongs, back into the stratosphere to be amongst the stars with all of her Lumas and whatnot. But I mean, MKLrising, just a strong win coming through, a very convincing one at the end of that. And it was just quite impressive, to be honest. When we move into our final matchup, I think, I don't think there is a world.
We should be getting Flapjack going up against Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah, that sounds correct. But I was just going to say, I don't think there is a world where George Washington University comes back from this. I think
8 points, double free stock to even it back up, and then if that becomes the case, they'll have to play for the tiebreaker. But that almost never happens.
It's Rip Van Winkle on that Wii Fit trainer, I'll tell you what. That's...
If Flapjack even gets one stock off, that's it,
Right, of course.
So it'll.
All right, well, we are going to throw it to a quick break just while we get these new players in here. So don't go far, guys. We'll see you. Drink your water. Check your posture. Follow me on Twitter. Follow Dara on Twitter. Follow EGF wherever you want. Follow House of 3000 wherever you want. You guys are going to make me crack up all night. I'd love for you guys to follow me on Twitter so we can hang out more. That's hysterical. You guys are super funny. But other than that, we're taking a break, and we'll see you guys in a minute. I need to go refill my water bottle.